Seattle Seahawks. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This one I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss of the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
32, 280, double right, 59.
Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
180, hey, 54. Hey, 5-0.
Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here's Horton.
Able to push his way through. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
19, 18.
He'll drop to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards there for number 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. 60 by 6, Dragons, Warriors, 70. Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
21. 0.
Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Hey, 5 up.
Here's Stafford. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Red 80. Monday.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
70 Rangers, 70. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 18, 5, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Hey, smash.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60. Mustang 19. Big Lion. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Alert! Double right!
These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, 50. Middle, zero.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 50. Hey, fly low. Hey, middle. Pretty hot.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get into the end zone, touchdown Rams. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Top low 18. Here we go. Strike.
They'll set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready up.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
18, 5 in. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Seven Pirates. Go.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to change it up here.
10. Middle. Hey, 22. 59. 32. 20 hot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
180. Easy alert. 32. Big 20. 20 hot.
Here's Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Get a 20. Stay 50. 0. 20 hot.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk step, Panther Street, Panther Street. Let's go.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Double right. White. Hey, 50. Middle. Easy, alert.
To throw is Stafford. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Blue 60. Omaha, remove. Hey, 22. 32.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Stafford's going to move him around.
10. Hey, 5-0.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Walker. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Rams 21, Seahawks 17.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, it's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down,
Yellow 80. 53. Ready. 22. 40 got. 40.
Stafford now to throw. Checks it down to Jenkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Ready. Blue 60. 21. Hey, 50.
Now it's Stafford. This one is complete to Jenkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, set. Get a 20. White. Hey, 5-0. Look at him.
Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Second and 3. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That one caught. It's Horton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The 42-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Middle, 280. 59. Stay 50, stay 50. Hurry.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Easy, alert! Hey, 50! Monday! 59! What do you have?
Now Stafford. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Seahawks 17.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
36-yard line.
Mustang 19! Ready?
2nd and 9 now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down.
Wait, give me radar.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Yellow 80! Big 20. 59! Alert! 40 gun! 40 gun!
Back to throw. Stafford. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Set. 280.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. First and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, here's Judkins. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Right, 50. White. Double right.
Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
22. 250. And middle. Omaha. Ready, blue. Monday. 21.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
280. 11. 0. 59.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 43 yards. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. Inside the 10.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 65 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Rams 42, Seahawks 24. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready. Easy, alert.
Here's Stafford. And And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Blue 60! 59! 50! 22! Hey, give me radar. Hey! 32! Stop!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Suddenly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Set! And middle, alert! Stop!
They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready!
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 187 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go! Cougar 19! 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Set! 280!
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Now he's into the clear again. He may go.
Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 71 yards. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
2nd and 4.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Check, Matt. Here we go. Check. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Warriors 70, Cougar 19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play
18
up.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw again.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Lady. And middle.
They'll set up to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
22.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Hey, fly low! Oh, lady! Alert!
To throw is Stafford. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Like Panther 11, Panther 10. Hurt, hurt. Steady.
They'll look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
70 ranges, 70
That's a gain
ranges.
of
Cut
7.
my team. Cut
Brings
Warriors,
up
70.
3rd and 3.
Hurt, hurt. Craft all 80.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
79 Broncos. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
That one caught. It's Horton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
That's how multiple defenders get in pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Right, 22.
Now it's Stafford.
That's going deep for Bateman.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What do you got? What do you got?
Stafford now to throw.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Rashad Bateman. from 8 yards out. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
That's the score. Rams 63. Seahawks 38. Joshua Carney to kick off for the
So they
Rams.
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now to this point. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now it's Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll start on the ground with Judkins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set. 250.
And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.